Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming in.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. This is Miller. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
No pass. Watching your guy. Exit.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to find Dorset. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Miller. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there, you missed. 55. It's been a long day for you. Rush it. Friday. Pull up for signal.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Here we go. Alpha. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
On the double.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2nd and 6. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And able to find Green. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Dorsett on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it brings it 3rd down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
He's checking.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Going for Metcalf. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, and that quick change.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you? Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
2nd and 4. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 41.
A first down carry now for Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I got one.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple of... yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And all the way down to the 29. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Wilson being chased out left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
4 down. Alert. Here we go, dude. Here I come. 55, my God, 55. Quarterback, go.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Quiet, Niners. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Guys, it's game time.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful what the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Kill. Wide. Get wide.
Here's Miller. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Get ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Green brings it in. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Get ready, get ready. Get ready.
They'll run it again with Miller. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Right there, 54.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. The catch made by Miller. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
49, guys. Mike.
2nd and 10. He's got Green. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13. Eighty weapon. Mark 49. Watch the run. Watch the run. Ready.
2nd and 2. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they run with Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Under 10. 10. Watch the ship. Watch the roll out.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline. And
my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 5-4.
On 1st down, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Miller. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike, 55. Check. Tempo.
To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On second down, here's Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one to Patrick. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 25.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Open man is Higgins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now the throw hauled in by Green. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Go now. 90 Wolf.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding Green complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
60 outlaw. Hey, dude.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Bengals 24.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. One left. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. That's it. Right there. 54. Right there.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now here's Ross. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And give that one to the Cardinals as they wind up winners. He's back to throw. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that